What's going on, guys? I'm in the middle of a squad battles game, and I felt like just recording a video on Hockey Ultimate Team because throughout the years, I've seen a lot of people kind of hate on Ultimate Team and say that, oh, HUT ruined NHL, and I guess I wanted to make a little video talking about it, kind of where I stand on things. So I've been playing NHL since NHL '06, and I was around when HUT first came to the NHL series. I believe it was NHL 13. Might have been earlier, not 100% on that, but I was definitely around and playing. I remember playing NHL 14's version of HUT. That was my first introduction to it. And I loved it back then. Ever since, I've kind of been on and off. This was one of the years where I did play it a little bit, and I had fun. I had a lot of fun this year on it. I literally just what I'm doing right now, squad battles, like that's my experience of HUT. Basically, I've played a little bit online, but for the most part, I just play squad battles and I'll do HUT moments and what else do they have? There's another game mode I'm blanking on. The oh my god, what's it called? HUD moments, squad battles, and wild card. Yeah, wild card, that one. And I had some fun on it this year. I'm not gonna lie, it really wasn't that bad. But and I didn't pay for anything other than the $100 version of the game where you get a little bit of a head start in HUT. Other than that, haven't bought any packs this year. And that's one nice thing about HUT now. Like you really don't have to buy packs to have a good team. Like I got a pretty nice team on this game this year, and I did not pay. Like I said, only thing was the $100 version of the game, which honestly you didn't need either. Like if you play a lot of HUT, you will start getting cards, you will start unlocking things, and that's pretty cool. And I'll give them that. Now, as to the question as to whether or not HUT ruined NHL, in a sense, I think yeah. I think EA has become very comfortable in HUT being the moneymaker. And there's a lot of people that still do buy a lot of packs. So, unfortunately, when it comes to gaming and just anything in life, money kind of rules with how, where people focus on things and where people put their priorities. And this, you can't deny that this game mode is the, cash cow on this game. So, that has kind of, you know, put EA in a position where they just focus on making sure that there's enough good packs for people to buy, and the store's got to be looking nice, and everything else is second, third, fourth, very much further down the list of priorities. And I know that that's definitely upset a lot of people that are fans of the franchise and just want to have a good hockey game and feel like they haven't been getting the best possible product of the hockey game anymore. And I think that has kind of caused them to not care as much about other game modes, to not even care about trying to create something new, that something fresh, and like taking a chance on something like, thinking about EASHL, for example, when that came out in '09. That constant, I'm pretty sure NHL was the first sports game to try something like that, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me in the comments if I am, but I'm pretty sure that NHL was the first to try something like that out of any of the sports games, to have this like experience where you get to play with your friends. And that was just so different and so unique and fun. And it feels like, NHL hasn't really tried to do something like that in a long time, and definitely since HUT came out. Because if you look over the last 10 years of this franchise, like there have not been any major changes. Like HUT was the last like, big game mode to get added and to change the game, and they've just been running with it, because again, people want packs, people want to just ball out on getting good players. And in that sense, it sucks that the franchise EA just hasn't really cared to make something new and fun and different. And yeah, for the people that think HUT is the culprit, I definitely see that. I can't argue against that. And but at the same time, is it entirely HUT's fault? I don't know. I think I think at the same time, it comes down to the people playing. I mean, there's obviously enough people playing HUT that they don't really they don't really need to prioritize anything. So I guess there needs to be a little bit of a pushback from the player base. Will we get that? I don't know, because a lot of people enjoy it. And I'm guilty of this too. Like I'm telling you guys, I played a lot of HUT this year. I did. And I didn't buy any packs, but I definitely played the game mode. I enjoyed the game mode. But at the same time, you know, HUD's weird because I've been very on and off with it. And I wonder if anybody else is like this if you do play HUT. Like I'll play for a year, and the next year I don't play HUT. I'm very back and forth with it because I don't know. This game mode feels like it gets pretty repetitive after a while. And if you're really on top of it, especially like during the year, you kind of start, you're always looking to try to get the new cards, get the grind this set, do this, do that, get the new flashy card, and then by the time you get the new flashy card, there's another card out, and you got to do this one. It's just like it gets to a point where you're kind of just like you're grinding the whole year, and it never feels like it ends, and it's like, what's the reward? It's weird. You get, at least I feel like I get in a weird place with HUT where it stops feeling rewarding, and it just feels like too tedious, and the mode kind of gets stale. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's strange, but again, I don't know if it's HUT's fault, because it's a huge. It's definitely, I know a lot of people complain about HUT or upset about HUT, and I feel that. And to a large extent, I'm with you. I agree. I just, I don't know if things are gonna change, and it's like, how do we get to a point where EA feels like it's time to go and try to create something new, to dabble in a brand new game mode that like we haven't seen before? How do we get to that point where they want to create another EASHL? Is it gonna require people like me to stop playing HUT altogether? I don't know. And I'm kind of posing that question to you guys. Like, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Like, where do you stand on HUT? Do you think HUT ruined the EA NHL franchise? Do you think it's fine? Do you play it? Do you not? Love to hear your thoughts. Again, I'm very, I'm pretty neutral on on HUT at this point. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Definitely let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys again soon.